All right. Well, thank God. This is not how the story ends in terms of mystery, in terms of wondering about Eleazar, because there is some good news in the story. Notice here in this story, we not only see reflection, return, but we also see respect. One of the traits of leadership is based upon respect. First of all, respecting courage. Notice that for David, the Philistines, they are a reoccurring enemy. We're discovering that in life there are some enemies that will never go away, that we'll be fighting the demons from our childhood well into our elder years, because there's some enemies that will not go away. It takes courage to fight a recurring enemy, such as loneliness and frustration and worrying and crying and trouble. It will never go away. Jesus says, in this world you will have trials and tribulations, but be of good cheer. I've overcome the world. And Job said, man or a person that is born of a woman is of a few days, but those few days are full of trouble. So if trouble isn't knocking on your door today, don't worry about it. I'm here to tell you, it's not going to be long before it shows up. Respecting courage. Not only is there the respecting of courage, another leadership trait we see here is the respectful commitment. David makes room for El-ee-A-zar. It's commitment is a two-way street. David says, I choose you, El-ee-A-zar, to be on the team. I need your gifts, skills, abilities, knowledge, your experience. I need you to bring the cohesiveness, be the glue, the missing piece that holds my team together. I need you. But also in terms of respectful commitment, notice David says, but now the time has come that I've got to let you help me. All right. I've got to let you help me. There are El-ee-A-zars in our life. The question oftentimes becomes, will we allow them to help us in the time of need? And David is respectful to the commitment in terms of bringing El-ee-A-zar onto the team, but also allowing El-ee-A-zar to do what El-ee-A-zar does when the time comes. And there's so many in our lives that many times we don't allow them to shine at the moment. You know, it's hard sometimes for some to share the stage, to step back and say, okay, for this purpose, this season, this reason, you're in my life right now. El-ee-A-zar. Respecting courage, respecting commitment. And another final leadership trait is the respected conqueror. The cream will always rise to the top. Leadership knows that the best will always rise to the top in terms of El-ee-A-zar, in terms of justice, equality. These are characteristics that it appears El-ee-A-zar has found, that's innate, that's a part of him, perhaps even from his upbringing, being around those that where their word is their bond. And here El-ee-A-zar remains true to what he's been called to do. And in that moment, by remaining true to who he is and to whom he is, something supernatural occurs in the text. It says that his hand merged with the sword. That's what some translations say, and that is to say that the sword. He never let go of his sword, as one of my colleagues mentioned in terms of being a military veteran, that upon receiving his weapon, upon entering the military, he was told that there should never be a separation between him and his weapon. And so if the sword represents the word of God, then notice here that for Eleazar, there was no separation between him and the word of God. And notice that not only did Eleazar have the sword, but we can truly say that the sword had El-ee-A-zar. All right. Gotta go. Thank you. All right. All right. Gotta go.